My name is Joseph Gonzales and I'm with Septic Marketing Pros. I want to welcome you to this video and congratulate you for taking the proactive steps to improve your online marketing for your septic company. And what we're going to do in this video is ask the question, are you wasting a small fortune on advertising? And if so, you'll know by the end of this video, we're going to lay out the 4 most important channels to get your internet marketing right and essentially get more customers and basically set yourself as that prominent business in your industry. So this is going to be a no fluff presentation on how to get your internet marketing right for your septic service. The problem is customers have transitioned heavily from print media advertising to the internet in the last 5 years. And it's been more than that, I know, but we've seen the largest market share increase in the last 5 years. It's just getting more and more accessible. Less people are picking up, what used to be phone books and local directories. People are just going to their phones, they're searching online, and they're making a buying decision. So it's hard to know as a business owner which direction to go when everybody has a bigger and better sales pitch. I get this. It's not lost to me that every Tom, Dick, and Harry is calling you, telling you maybe your Google business listings down, or calling you to sell you on the latest and greatest internet marketing technique. And so that leads me to the next point is many marketing companies are selling nothing but days on the calendar. You sign up, maybe they've got you a plan, they get you in there, and the first month goes by, your card gets hit again, and you're just not seeing the results you're looking for. And the next point in this is there's no easy way to measure the results and keep your internet marketing accountable. What's working and what's not. So we want to go over these things today. So the solution we have found is to focus only on the strategies that are proven to drive more sales to your septic service. And the reason we feel like we are presentable to present these services and these strategies is we work with over 40 septic companies in the United States. We focus only on the septic industry, and we have tried and true consistent results. And that's what we're going to bring to you today and show you why we feel like these are the best strategies for you to implement. And so I just want you to relax and know that you're working with a company that understands the septic industry. For reasons I previously mentioned, we're in it every day. We see things, we see what works, we see what doesn't work. And to prioritize our clients as dominant septic services in their areas enables them to stop losing customers to the cheaper guys. And I think this is going to really excite you. If you've been in the industry for any amount of time, you understand there's a lot of tire kickers. There's a lot of people that are calling, they're getting a price, they're hopping off the phone to the next guy. And this will also enable you to see hard numbers on your marketing investment. No more guessing with your fingers crossed whether your marketing is working, whether you're getting a return on investment. We provide reports that'll essentially narrow things down to a dollar by dollar comparison. How much you spent, how much you made, and this really changes the game when it comes to online marketing. So whether you implement these strategies yourself or you hire us to do them, they remain the same. I just want to address the solutions that we have found have been the most effective. And so first off, the customers are there. There's actually over 5 million searches per month for septic related services in the United States. This is septic pumps, this is installs, grease trap pumping, clean outs. There's all sorts of services that are being searched. And combined, we have found there's over 5 million, according to Google Analytics, per month in the United States. 97% of consumers go online to find a local business. This is current data from 2019, conducted by Bright Local. 64% of consumers say they check online reviews on Google before choosing a business. So this is huge, and we're going to talk more about reviews in this video. From local consumer review, it really just shows us how important it is to get your reviews and your general internet marketing right. So the program is focusing on the channels that bring the most efficient results. And we found this to be your website, your local listings, your internet reviews, and paid advertising. And we're going to go over these in the following slides here. So for your website, I've got a list of boxes that need to be checked. And you can take the liberty to either download our website conversion blueprint, or you'd like to just go off of the ones we have here. That's a little more of an in-depth guide, but real quickly, just going over a call to action. You want to have a quick CTA for them to see whether they need to make a call or submit a form to get a quote. You want to be displaying reviews. You want your message to be to your visitor, not about you. Just imagine if you had a commercial that came on the TV and the company talked about the owners and they talked about what they did. They just talked about themselves and they weren't addressing you and your problems. You probably wouldn't be interested in that product and would probably get bored about the person that just talks about themselves nonstop. And this is a common mistake I see on websites, that they just talk about themselves and they don't actually address the customer's concerns, the customer's immediate problem, and point them in the direction that's going to down the road turn them into a sale. Trust icons, Better Business Bureau, etc. There's many different icons you can display that'll build trust with your visitors. You also want real photos. This ties very closely in with the whole trust aspect of your website. You want to have pictures of your trucks, pictures of your team, a face of the company, maybe the owner or the person that they're going to be interacting with the most. And you want the website to be built on WordPress. We've just found this is the most future-proof website builder. WordPress is kind of the benchmark for websites. And you also want to display your name, address, and phone number. I know that's like a no-brainer, but you would be surprised the companies that don't have this information on their website. They might have just their phone. They don't have the name or the address of the company. And live chat, this is huge. If you don't have live chat displayed, reach out to me right away and ask how we can get this set up. Because what this is, maybe you've been on the site where you visited a website and down at the bottom there's an icon that pops up and asks you if you have any questions. And this is huge. There's a way to set it up so that when a customer types in a response on that chat bubble, it'll come straight to your Facebook inbox and it'll come to you as a Facebook message, and you can just reply real quickly on your phone. Whether you're out in the field, whether you're in the office, it's just a phenomenal way to increase conversions. So the next one is local listings. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Local listings are basically Google Maps, Apple Maps, TripAdvisor, Facebook. There's a few in here that aren't very specific to the septic industry. But what we have found is local listings, they drastically increase your chances of a customer coming across your business name. And each of these companies are large companies with their own customer base. So if a customer, say, that uses Foursquare a lot, and they go on there and these companies are in business, so there's obviously enough traffic in there to keep them successful. But when customers are on Foursquare and they make a search, if you're not on there, that's a loss right there. And another big thing to this is when your local listings are done right, they're optimized correctly, it's a big factor for your search engine optimization, enabling you to rank higher because Google sees you on all these different directories and decides that you have a lot of trust and authority and you deserve to be ranked higher. So I don't know if that makes sense, but it's something that is very effective, something we have used for the last 5 years, and will continue to do so until we see diminishing returns. One note, I want to comment back on local listings. If you're like many septic companies, you've got a ton of calls for people calling you saying, hey, we can get you listed correctly on the internet. Maybe your Google My Business listing is down. I can tell you that those guys have given local listings kind of a bad rap, but at the end of the day, they are still effective. and so they need to be done. They need to be done, and they need to be done right. Google My Business is probably the most important local listing. Your Google My Business listing is free. It's from Google. And on the right, as you can see, I screenshot where those appear in search results. So those companies, they've got their Google My Business listing optimized correctly, and they've got a good amount of reviews. So they're showing up very, very well. The amount of traffic that can be generated from Google My Business listings is unrivaled by any other form of traffic, whether it's paid ads or organic. It all points to your website and your phone number, and we've just found that has been, in the septic industry specifically, that is one of the best channels to get more business from. So if you don't have a Google My Business listing, or you don't have it verified, I would recommend getting that done ASAP. So reviews, you want to have a proactive automated review program. This is mandatory for your business's future. I cannot stress this enough. Companies that went into business on the internet 10 years ago, they got on Google. Those reviews they got 10 years ago are still showing up. So there's some companies that'll have 100, 200 reviews, and those take years to build up. So the sooner you get started on this, the better, because reviews are growing to have more and more weight to a customer's buying decision. Even if you got the best price, if you've got the least reviews, definitely if you have bad reviews, customers will change their buying decisions solely on this more than any other form of referral. This includes word of mouth. Word of mouth is great. It's obviously the best. It goes hand in hand with good customer service, but customers have reported in surveys that if they get a referral, they go online and they see that the reviews are bad, they will not do business with that. Doesn't matter who referred them. So that is a statistic that has been proven time and time again. So I can't stress how important getting good reviews are. Each customer should be asked for a review at least 3 times during the sales transaction. They need to be asked before the tech leaves their house. They pump their septic out afterwards. They need to ask them before they pay. They would need to ask them after they pay, and they need to get an email follow-up system asking them for review. This is a way to very quickly, you can get, each customer is a possible review. So you could be getting 12 reviews per week, and that really adds up in a few years. That is one way that you can really, really just dominate your space and get those customers that are coming through. And we have an upcoming webinar on this topic. Depending when you watch this, we're going to do an entire presentation just on this topic, and it's going to be really, really big. I highly recommend you subscribing, keeping up for that. And down at the bottom, I have a screenshot of a good graphic to put on your website. So what we have is we've got a campaign that when people, after they do the sale, they get a text and via SMS asking for a review with a link to leave a review. And also, if they have the email, we can send them an email requesting a review. And of course, once they leave that review, the outreach quits. But it's just a phenomenal way to build up your company's review profiles. Facebook, Yelp, and Google Plus are the most important that we have found. So paid ads, there are some pros to paid ads and there's some cons. Some of the pros is you get immediate results. Very quickly, you can be getting new calls the same day that you put the ad up. It's targeted exposure. Maybe you just want to set the ad to run in a really nice end of town where there's money, where the customers are a lot less hassle, and you have more control of everything. It also levels the playing field. Anybody can be showing up number one, regardless of how long they've been in business. Anybody can be showing up in the ads. The cons of this is it tends to be very, very pricey, very expensive. Google wants their money. If you're showing up and there's a lot of, say there's 20 companies that are vying to run ads, that price just goes up. It becomes a bidding war. I've seen clicks as high as $30 per click. That's not a lead, that's not a customer, that's a click. So in some areas, some big cities where there's a lot of companies, a bigger ticket item like installations, I've seen that go for very, very high price. And many times, to top it off, it's lower quality leads. We've seen that. We've got complaints. Many people refuse to take paid leads just because the quality is a lot lower. Another thing too, it requires expert setup. You're going to be paying a fortune in advertising costs if it's not set up by a professional. And another thing is more people are using ad blocker. Ad blocker is simply an extension you can install in your browser that'll actually hide the Google paid ads that are displayed. I use it. I know many people that use it. So we're kind of seeing a lower audience that are actually going to click on ads, and then many people actually are going to see them at all. So that's definitely a con. A pay-per-click ad, they show up at the top. I made a search for septic tank pumpers in Jacksonville, Florida. As you can see, we've got 3 ads showing up at the top, right above the map. And so the great thing is they do show up right on top of everything, but many people just scroll right past it. They move on to the organic section. So that's always something to think about as well. So maybe you decided that you don't want to become an expert in internet marketing. You're not an internet marketer and you'd rather leave that to the professionals. I just want to show you that we work in the septic space. We're focused on it. That's all we work with is septic clients, and our testimonials really speak for themselves. Our reputation is spotless when it comes to providing results, and we would love to add you to our list of good testimonials. And maybe you've got some bad experiences in the past working with internet marketing companies. Well, I can tell you, if you haven't worked with us, we're different. We work in the septic industry specifically, and like I said, our testimonials, they speak for themselves. Our competitive advantage is we simply know what works. We know what works because we provide it for our customers. We work exclusively in the on-site wastewater industry, and we've got a massive edge on jack of all trades agencies that they get a new client and they basically start from the ground up to figure out how to provide results. Internet marketing is not the same across the board. Just like in the septic industry, the best channels to bring in new customers are going to be different than, for example, somebody that does roofing. There's just simply going to be different things. Septic is much more of an emergency service, and it tends to be a quick decision service. And if the price is right, people are going to go with it. So there's different mediums that perform very differently, and we've got a lot of data backing that up. We have money back guarantees. We look past the quick sale, and we focus on delivering long-term results that we can guarantee. So if maybe you've got burned in the past by online marketers, like I said, we're different. We're true professionals. Once you're a client, we guarantee we will not work with any direct competitor of yours, and you have our word on that. We provide a complete solution. Schedule a meeting with us to learn about our all-in-one solutions, whether it's SEO, lead nurture, reviews, or paid ads. We've got the package that's going to bring results. We can guarantee we're not going to focus on any outlets or mediums of customers that is not going to get you the best results. And that is for our best interests and for yours. Lead nurture is something I'm very excited about. I would love to speak with you about this. It is when a customer reaches out, say they call in, they get a quote, maybe they fill out a form and they're asking for some more information, but they don't move forward right then. You can be the company that reaches out with a small touch every single day, maybe every other day, and maybe it's a big project like a full install, and they're just not sure who they're going to go with. Maybe the prices are all pretty similar, and if you're the company that has been there nurturing them, sending them touches, sending them information without being overbearing, you're going to get the job. We've actually seen an 80% increase in conversions since we've been implementing these strategies, and that's huge. That is huge. So maybe if you look at your conversion rate, if you're not doing any online marketing, you're currently just doing, you're just taking word of mouth referrals. You want to look at that. Look at the internet marketing that maybe you've tried some, maybe you're going to add some. Think about that conversion rate. You can't really compare the referrals. If you've got good reviews, word of mouth is simply going to convert higher, but there's things you can do with your internet marketing to actually convert the same or higher as word of mouth. Just want to cover that. So let's talk. Schedule a strategy session with us. We work with the following businesses: septic tank pumping, septic tank installation, portable sanitation, dumpster rental, and grease trap service. So if you're working any of these industries, we have worked with a company just like yours. We've provided excellent results for a company just like yours. So below this video, there's going to be a link to our calendar. Hop on there, schedule time to talk with us, schedule a strategy section, and we'd love to go over your current marketing program, maybe what you have done so far. Either way, we can pick up where you left off and get you some solid results. We use call tracking for all of our external marketing that we do, and you'll be able to very specifically measure what's working. We provide reports that are dollar for dollar on what you spent on marketing, what you made, and I can tell you that our customers and our clients, they absolutely love that aspect of it. I really just want to pull away the smoke and mirrors, tell you that we implement the processes that we've shown on this video, and doesn't go much more than that. So reach out, got any questions, love to talk with you. Thank you for watching this video and hope you have a great day.